Good Sunday morning to you. Made it another one. Day 4 since the exploding disc, and my eyeballs are still puking out grit. It's been no fun. Editing is like having a staring contest with sharks with laser beams. So that's been a challenge, but I overcome it. Got the brightness on my computer turned down about as low as it can go before it's black. And that's how I've been surviving the past couple of days. Also, there's been a factor around here. Everything's wet again. Poured all night, all last evening. So that's the other challenge. Sky's not looking too good today either. But if I could overcome the brightness of life and get some motivation today on a Sunday, see if we can get something happening here on Shorty. There's still more cleaning to do on the front of the frame now that the nose is off. A little more cleaning to do on the front of the cab now that the nose is off. And we can really see where we're at, where we're going. Shorty's in better shape than I thought it was. And it's mostly rocker panels and inner rocker panels. Floors are good. You know, we need some cab corners, but that happens on all of them. I was expecting that. And the rest of it's in good shape. The whole bottom's there. So this project might go quicker and better than I thought. Because my skill level for some of this stuff is just 0 at this point. And we'll see what I can do with that. To get some of the work done on the cab, the old door's got to come off. I got to pick out the straightest ones that I'm going to use for sure. I got to mount them on there, get all my seams right. Then when I start to do my rockers and things like that, the new doors and the body will line up where it's supposed to. Because these doors, these ain't going to do it. The other part we can get working on in the near future is starting to get the frame stripped and cleaned and painted. And all the junk and nasty taken off of it, so it keeps on surviving. I don't want it to get all rusty sitting here. I mean, it's been sitting like that for 40 years, so looking good so far. Still got to find a place for my big nose, and I don't mean the one on my face. There it is, Sunday morning. Had my coffee, trying to dig up some motivation and a plan. But you know how it is, I don't have a plan ever. I don't know what I'm going to say, what I'm going to do, how the day is going to end up. If you can't tell by watching the videos, watch the videos. Well, let me get my ass in gear, figure it out, and I'll be back shortly. Going to try to keep it simple today. Remove the cowling, get things cleaned up, because I know the weather's going to be a factor here shortly. So let's get to it. So why do cars rot away, you might ask? All of this junk It settles and sits in all the places that we can't see, you can't clean out on a regular basis unless you disassemble the front of the darn truck. I don't know if that was a good plan from the get-go, but as you can see, it's everywhere. Down in there, and it runs down here, goes down in that hole, runs down there, comes out that hole down there. That's what water does. Finds its way downhill, settles in a puddle, rots its way through, makes a hole. That's all stuff we're gonna take care of. For now, I just need to get cleaning again so I could assess the damage even more. Part of the project. Fire up the pressure washer. The one job you don't mind doing in Florida when it's hot out. Pressure washing. Process may seem a bit redundant. Take stuff apart, clean it, take stuff apart, clean it. But, like I said, like peeling back the onion. Another layer coming off. Much better. Everything's in pretty good shape. Little rust hole here and there. Nothing I can't address. It's a little worse on this side than it is on the other. All the bolt holes still exist on this side. That rubber bushing for the hood was attached there. The other side came right off, nothing holding on. This one's got bolts. Down there is in good shape. See one little hole right there. Comes through right there. But it ain't that bad. You can see it. We're getting closer. Awesome camera skills coming into effect right there. Because, you know, I know how to do everything. No, not really. Again, we get a better look at the frame. All the suspension parts. I thought for sure there'd be rust holes through all the suspension, but there's not. That's always a good thing. Both sides are pretty good. No holes. That's always a plus. When you start replacing all that stuff, it gets kind of expensive. And the inline six. I don't know. It looks prettier and prettier every day. This truck might just stay all original. Might. Until I start taking apart that Suburban and seeing what kind of goodies I could dig out of it. Another layer of dirt knocked off. A couple more pieces off the body so I can get some more work done. Assess the project a little better. But it's coming along. I'm really liking the way things are looking. far as the little holes and things, well, we're going to see how much I've been paying attention. I've been watching some videos from Fitzy's Fabrications for a while, and hopefully I've been learning something to keep things looking original. I think I would too. So that's the guidelines I'm going to follow. It's awful hot out today, and it is Sunday, and my eyeball feels like it's going to burn out of my head. So I think I'm going to keep this one short to a little bit of cleaning. I know these videos ain't going to make much sense if you watch them one at a time, but hopefully in the playlist, when it's all said and done, there'll be a nice long video on assembling, disassembling, putting together on a budget my project cars. See you all later.